here. The population has put pressure on the environment and caused a lot of damage to the environment. You must have heard the President last Friday talking about this agri scenario. And because of pressure on the environment, production and productivity has gone down. So in order to feed these people, we really need to come up with scientific innovation. First of all, is to restore the environment. Secondly, is produce in mass. And produce in mass, we need technologies. First, we need to prepare the land. In order to prepare the land, we cannot use a hand hoe anymore. So I'm very, very pleased that actually in this agriculture show, a lot of agricultural machinery has been exhibited. As a ministry, in mechanization, boost mechanization, the government is planning to set up 13 regional referral centers for mechanization and irrigation. The government has started with 4 regional mechanization centers in Buwama, Mpigi districts, to serve the central region, Agwata, Adokoro district, northern Uganda, Chilyandongo district, and Mbale district to serve those regions. We are encouraging people who can no longer produce with a hand hoe. The only way is to mechanize. Much 80% almost of Uganda's land is arable, but we are only using 34% to feed the population. In order to match the demand, we have therefore support mechanization. We are also supporting small farmers. We are also supporting medium farmers and large-scale farmers. We have introduced working tractors for small farmers. We also encourage plows with animal traction. We also encourage tractors. We have actually supported cooperatives, both livestock and the crop cooperative, producer cooperatives, with tractors. Number 2, we need to get high quality seeds and stocking material. Having varieties which give 20 bag, 1 bag in an acre is no longer fashionable. That's why people are exhibiting innovations here in science and demonstrating and exhibiting high varieties. I've seen it at prison, I've seen it in Agric, I've seen it at Naro. People should go and see. So high yielding and stocking materials in case of livestock, including fish, is necessary. The issue of production is no longer fashionable. We are looking at productivity. How much do you get out of a unit? What is the ratio of input and output? So when we come to this agriculture show, we are actually demonstrating and supporting the innovation the Minister of Agriculture is doing. The third one is is plant and animal nutrition. It's no longer fashionable for people to say the soils are fertile. No. Even the soils are fairly fertile, that's not enough. We must test the soil and see which soil deficiency is there for the enterprise we have selected. So the use of fertilizer is no longer a choice. It is a must if we have produced for the people. Again, I'm very happy. I've seen many innovations in this regard on soil science and animal science. So equally, Important is water. You must have had a rumor about water for production. Depending on rainfed is no longer fashionable anymore. And I want to thank the President of Uganda Farmers Federation for emphasizing this point. It's no longer a choice, but a must. Uganda, we are endowed with very good climate and a very good soil for that matter. And we only get dry spells for 3, sometimes 4 months, maybe in Karamoja. But in the rest of the country, the drought is always 60 days. So if you carry out irrigation with short yielding varieties, you can actually have 3 seasons. This is the way to go. Again, I'm very happy that in this exhibition, we have seen innovations and people demonstrating what agriculture and the government is pushing for. The first one is post-harvest handling. Almost 40% of our produce was lost in post-harvest handling. When we already invested so much in extension, government has recruited more extension workers to make sure that actually the crop, the animal resources and fisheries resources, we have personnel to guide the farmers. But very important is post-harvest handling, storage, and then adding value. One of our commissioners here is an inspector, Commissioner Mam, you can stand up. So, the issue of quality can only be achieved if we actually support agriculture in the value chain. You can sit down. And I want to inform you that our policy now of our development strategy 3 is to support agriculture from the entire value chain, from the garden all the way up to the fork on the table where food is eaten. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the way to go is science guided. The way to go is innovation. Equally important is the digital platform. But if we go to digital platform, you hear this is an agriculture and trade show. So we in the Ministry of Agriculture, we shall continue to work closely with the Ministry of Trade for marketing of agricultural products, but also in the bigger silos at regional level, so that we are food secure and we have surplus to export to boost our income. So ladies and gentlemen, I want also to take this opportunity to inform you that the Minister of Agriculture is implementing the parish model. The parish model is focusing on the other smallholders. In 1986, when NRM government came to power, about 70 people were living in subsistence. But the recent statistics show that actually 39 are in subsistence. And what is their challenge? First of all, their challenge is they have limited land. Land fragmentation has caused small fragmented pieces of land that cannot actually be used carelessly. The second challenge you have is that they are not accessing agricultural credit, which the RCC was talking about. The third challenge they are facing is poor methods of farming. The first challenge they are facing is poor enterprise selection. If you are a smallholder and you have maize on 1 acre, maize is a low value crop. The highest you can get in an acre is about 700,000. But with the citrus fruit, it's 7 million. So if somebody selects to cultivate maize on 1 acre plot he has, you think he will get out of poverty? The answer is no. So we are also, therefore, sending money to the parish model so that we make them productive and we make it to make sure that they have enough nutrition, food security, and they have surplus for income. And then we support the medium and large farmers produce massively for food security of this country, for both human beings and livestock, because we need animal protein. So ladies and gentlemen, for the immediate intervention, the President has guided that while we implement the parish model and concentrate on the parish model, we must now we have planned for production in a phased manner. Phase number 1, we are using all government land that is available for production. So we have started with prison. We are going to open up 50,000 acres. Shall use Nagrik, I think about 40. Am I right? Or 26? 30,000. Then we are going to UPDF 20,000. NEC, I think 17,000. So we are going to support massively production of food so that we don't import food which can be grown in this country. And also support our industry. We have also passed a feed policy to support our program. So ladies and gentlemen, this show presents an opportunity for both the private sector the public sector, where I belong, to showcase and to learn and stimulate thinking and innovation. So with these few remarks, I want to end by thanking the Uganda Farmers Federation for your consistency in bringing farmers together, for learning, and also for technology transfer and attracting meaning trade that is very relevant to agriculture. I also want to thank our development partner, and forgive me if I single out one. I want to thank FAO in particular, because we have worked with FAO all the way. And we want to thank you, Your Excellency Antonio, for being always there for us. I want to thank the sponsors of this agriculture show for corporate responsibility. Because what we are doing actually is corporate responsibility, but also investing in tomorrow. So without you, we could not have made this possible. And I also want to thank all of you exhibitors Without you, this agricultural show would not have been possible. Finally, I have not visited all the stores because of time. Because I had never seen so many stores before. And I think I will have to spare a day, come back and go store by store, so that I take stock. Because there are areas which used to be for traders, they are now all occupied. So I want to thank you very much for this gesture, and I encourage our farmers not to come here to dance, not to come here to do. You ask questions. Ask questions so that you understand. Ask where it is possible, and identify where you should borrow money to put. Finally, let me take this opportunity to deliver the message of His Excellency the President. The President has not been able to come here. He has gone to a nearby district and asked me to present him. But before I read his message, I want to remind the population here, fellow countrymen and those foreigners who have Uganda who have come to exhibit here, that we ministers do the work of the chief executive, who is the president. So whatever we do, we are ministering his. Absolutely. So he has two strong messages. One is that we must move forward and be food secure. We cannot rely on imports anymore. And that he has directed us in the Ministry of Agriculture to do exactly what I was telling you. Whatever I was telling you we are doing, it is his directive. Number two, we must do what we call import substitution. When you were talking of cassava, you people, some of you were laughing. You know, much of the food stuffs we have here have starch which has no gluten. I spent some 20 minutes on a store. The scientist was demonstrating to me, our agricultural scientist was demonstrating to me of a new innovation of a banana which is full of starch but with no gluten. And the pharmaceuticals now have discovered that actually starch from banana has no what? Gluten. So the president is emphasizing we must be food secure, we must have enough for our country, and we must have surplus for the industry and export. Number two, we must stop hemorrhage of our resources. We must add value to what we produce and tap on international market and increase our balance of payment account, not to be in the negative, to be positive. If we export more than we import, then our balance of payment account will be healthy. But if we import too much than we export, then we are in deficit. Those of you who were very keen to pay attention to the President's word on Friday, the message has given me to deliver it to you now live. And I'm very happy on his behalf that what he was talking on this matter, the machinery are here. So the last message is that we must mitigate the failed weather condition, climatic change, and create resilience. All the innovations I was talking about, those were his instructions. Because Minister of Agriculture, we do it on behalf of who? His Excellency, the President. So these were his strong message. One of us will be here at closing. If I don't come, my colleague will come. But I have promised I will come here for a day to understand these new innovations myself, because learning is experience. So thank you very much for your attention. It is my singular honor to declare the 28th Agriculture Show open at Jinja Showgrounds today, this afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Another applause to the guest of honor for those remarks. Thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm Gloria.